Ah, hello, and welcome back to Trip's Tales. Tonight, another look into Island Walker, episode 13, The Tattoo Hunt. Erik shifted his weight uneasily from one foot to the other outside the Island Walker. Darkness descended early up here, but he welcomed it as a veil to hide behind. If people saw him, he was afraid he'd stand out like a sore thumb. The town's dim lights cast shadows down the road. Excited fishermen filed into the bar. Harold and Nora were among the first. Bjorn and Bart hung back with Erik to make sure he was okay. "Are you sure you don't want me to get you something?" Bart asked. "Look, guys, I made that promise, and I feel if I go back in there, I'll get tempted. I know I can be more suave when I'm drunk, so I'll just have to be the stakeout or whatever," Erik responded. "Can you handle yourself?" "Do you know any self-defense?" Bjorn asked. "I took a karate class once and practiced shooting with my cousin's airsoft gun." Bjorn took out his Bowie knife. "Take this and hide it. I'll feel better knowing you have it. What about you? I can handle myself." Erik, have you ever killed a man?" The thought alone made Erik want to puke. Do I need to? I sure hope you don't. All we need is information." Erik's face went white, and Bjorn clasped him on the arm. "You'll do fine. Just be on your guard, Lita Barn." With that, Bjorn mixed into the crowd, filing into the bar. Erik took a gulp of the cold Norwegian air and concealed the blade under his shirt. "What have we gotten ourselves into, Bart? I've never gone on an adventure like this. This is insane." "We both know this wasn't going to be easy, but think about it, Erik. A Kraken! I'm sure you've been dreaming about this for years. And once we locate the gentleman, we'll find the beast and be on our way. Simple as that. We're close. I can smell it." "Not so simple, but I see what you mean." Erik rubbed his eyes, wondering how his dear Ripley was. And he hadn't been able to get into contact with Dr. Bighorn for a while now. "Let me catch up with the others. We have work to do. Just don't get too drunk this time. I think I'll stick with the local cider or something on tap. I think I'm a better charmer when I'm sober." Bart winked at Erik and he scoffed. "All if you need me." Bart cracked his back and joined the others. Erik watched as the crowd filing into the bar thinned into nothing. Outside was filled with noise from Island Walker. Everything else, silent as the grave. Except for the occasional interjections, of course. The cooing of a bear. The howl of a wolf. Every noise put Erik on edge, and he hoped his friends were getting somewhere. There were a few women inside the bar, so there certainly were likely candidates. All he could do was think of that endless supply of alcohol within, teasing him. Just one sip wouldn't do him any harm. He pressed the thought away, but it did its best to fight him. After what seemed like forever, Erik leaned back against the wall of the bar and crouched to the ground. He closed his eyes for a second. But when he opened them, he saw someone coming up the street towards the bar. He got to his feet and tried to get a better look. They were silhouetted in the dark, but her figure and hair were certainly visible. Erik did his best to make sure he didn't think he was observing her, as she made her slow approach over the next few minutes. He felt as though someone had punched him in the gut. There couldn't have been anyone more suspicious than this woman by herself, coming in later than everyone else. She hadn't said a word, yet Erik found himself terrified by her. When the yellow manufactured light finally fell upon her, Erik somehow got even more scared. She was gorgeous, a halo of beauty in this wasteland. For a moment, Erik lost his words and his purpose. Everything. She would have walked right past him had he not been awkwardly staring. "I'm sorry, can I help you?" she asked. "Sorry, I didn't mean to... Sorry." "Why are you here?" My friends wanted to drink, but I quit. I'm the one with the car, though." Erik nervously giggled, but the gut pain didn't go away. "You quit drinking? Brave man. I always say I'll quit drinking." "Why don't you?" "I always say it over a glass of vodka." "No alkovitz?" "I don't like that stuff. I much prefer vodka to peppermint schnapps. Very opposites, but that is my taste." "Well, I do enjoy... Did enjoy... Never mind." "It's alright. You lonely out here? Not thinking of booze, are you? Erik laughed nervously. He had certainly been thinking about it. A lot. Mind if I join you out here? Are you sure you're not meeting friends or anyone? Nope, just hoping to get a drink and meet a guy. I should drink less anyway. Well, Erik giggled. This was going surprisingly well, but he didn't know what to say next. Guess I'm the lucky guy. I guess you are. My name's Dr. Bighorn, but you can just call me Cornelius. Erik was still feeling the waters and couldn't give out his real name. This was an investigation after all. I'm Lagatha, a family name. She slunk in closer to him. Say, Cornelius, you're not from around here, are you? Not exactly. You and her friends are on vacation? Yes, where from? New York. We're from a university and just needed a break from everything. Some rest and relaxation. I thought Hasvik might be far enough. Away. Oh, it certainly is far away, Lagatha admitted. Do you want to get away yourself from here? Erik almost said yes, but remembered he had a job. I would, but I can't ditch my friends. They'd never forgive me. No, boo. I understand. I can talk for a bit, and maybe later we'll ask them together. Sure, Erik said, finding this a little odd. How is this gorgeous woman so enthralled by his company? Surely I'm not that charming. What if she's trying... Not thinking this woman was much of a black belt, he tried to calm himself. So, what are you into? Movies? Academics? Myth? I'm not much into movies. We don't get a lot of new releases. I do like the outdoors, though, and myths can be fascinating. You know, supposedly the Kraken lives somewhere off these shores, along with island whales and giant serpents. All story, of course, but still fun. Erik processed this as he took in what she was wearing. A tight-fitting dark blue dress with black heels. Are those comfortable? Lagatha laughed. What? My shoes? My brother is a shoemaker in New York and is a bit of a stickler about heels and shoes. I recognize those. Erik hissed. Can't be that comfortable. He was completely making this up as he went along, but Lagatha hadn't called him out on it yet. You know, now that you say it, my feet aren't feeling well. May I? I took a massage class. Erik hadn't massaged anything a day in his life, but he hoped seeing it on TV would translate. Of course. Erik got low and took off her shoe. It surprisingly didn't smell terrible. He took her small foot into his hands and began to work the muscles, peeking at her sole. He was choked up, as the Kraken tattoo was more than emboldened. Just finish massaging and make sure she doesn't leave. So, how long have you lived here? All my life. Cornelius, do you like movies or myth? Well, I like movies fine. I'm not exactly a critic or anything. Erik's palms became sweaty. He didn't know how long he'd be able to keep this up for. As for myths, like you said, I like the stories. Oh, really? I think you're lying. Erik's hands froze and he laughed nervously. What makes you say that? Oh, just a hunch. Erik the God. Before he could react, Lagatha, towering over him, knocked him out cold. Yes. What will happen next week? You'll find out right here on Trip's Tales.